about to cross over into southern middle Tennessee here shortly with the confirmed tornado there. And the Weather Service actually is now...
Huntsville EMA reporting tornado on the ground, Nick Fitchard and Bob Wade right now.
Okay.
So you go ahead, finish your thought. I just wanted to pass that along.
Yeah, absolutely. And still tracking the tornado as well. So everything is just everyone near Harvest, or actually now east of Harvest. If you're in Meridianville, Hazel Green, Moores Mill along 231, that's about to cross the U.S. highway there just to the north of Alabama A&M. So again, if you are along the parkway north of downtown Huntsville, you need to be in your safe place right now.
Okay, we are getting multiple reports of significant damage in Madison County now, so I can't stress this enough. If you are in northern Madison County, take cover now. Tornado number 1 is passing out. We have significant structural damage in parts of the county. Some houses have been significantly damaged by this possible tornado that came through already. And Ben is zooming in on tornado number 2. And I'm going to step back into the wall, and we're just going to point some things out. And guys, let's pop as many streets on there as we can and let folks know exactly where this circulation is. What you're looking at, that is Meridianville. US 231 coming right through there. This is Mount Lebanon. We had a report, Bob Wade Lane, Nick Fitchard. That's where the tornado was, right there. So the radar is actually doing a pretty good job of picking up where this thing may be. That's Burnwell Road, Beaver Dam Road, a little farther north of there. You're just a touch north of the circulation, but it's very, very close. Be in your safe place. Memorial Parkway, north of downtown Huntsville through Meridianville right here. That's Monroe Road. You need to be in a safe place too. This is moving at 50 miles per hour. It's not stopping at stop signs, going around curves, or going over hills. It is a straight 50 miles per hour. You're talking 2 minutes before this crosses the north end of Memorial Parkway, possibly right through downtown Meridianville. Be down low as quickly as you can get there. Patterson Lane, Monroe Road, Liberty Hill Road, it's on top of you right now. Moores Mill community, down the line, we're talking about Newmarket again. Be in a safe place. Don't let this thing sneak up on you. We're trying also to answer as many questions as we can on Facebook, but while we're doing this, unfortunately, we just can't get to all those questions. You're looking at Mike Wilhelm's live stream. Okay, that is actually our photographer, Shane Hayes. He is on 231 approaching Meridianville. And guys, if you were in contact with him, do not let him get to Meridianville. Tell him to stop south of Meridianville. He's going to be right in danger if he does that. So stop south of Meridianville and look north as this thing comes in. If he gets up here to Bob Wade Lane, that's where he needs to stop and watch it as it comes through. That's a big hill right there on the north side of Huntsville. You can see that thing from 565. It's just on the other side of that hill. Very intense circulation. This radar image is a couple of minutes old now. It's coming from the National Weather Service, which is the high-top radar that scans around multiple times and scans up through the atmosphere. So we get one surface scan or low-level scan every 3 to 5 minutes. So take this, pull it up this way. It's closer to Monroe Road, downtown Meridianville. So let's keep a watch. In fact, if we could double box Shane's live stream and the radar, we'll just kind of talk over it because nothing beats a visual. And by the way, that black spot you're seeing right there, potentially a golf ball or baseball size hail on the north side of Meridianville. Violent storm moving into Meridianville now. You need to be in a safe place. So if there's a way we can double box that so that we can, okay, we're working on doing that. So we're going to try to get those double box. That is Shane's live stream. He is looking up north Memorial Parkway headed toward Meridianville. And again, we want him to stop before he gets into Meridianville because he's going to be headed right into a danger zone.
Jason, right now we have a rain-wrapped tornado. Huntsville police is confirming this. Bob Wade and Nick Fitchard. Also, we have a very large tornado on the ground northeast of Moores Mill, moving east at 45 miles per hour. That's the one. That's another one we're going to be watching. There's also another one that's up to the north and northeast heading into Winchester, Tennessee. But the one we are most concerned about right now is crossing 231 and 431 just to the north of downtown Huntsville right now. But again, law enforcement has confirmed a rain-wrapped tornado at Bob Wade and Nick Fitchard.
Okay, so far there is, we have not heard any additional reports of any sort of structural damage from this storm, but sometimes it can be a long time coming before we can get those reports in after the tornado goes through. Needless to say, whether there's a tornado down on the ground or not, you need to be in a safe place given what has already happened this morning. The latest information from the National Weather Service in their warning update says a large, dangerous tornado was located near Plevna in northeastern Madison County. That's northeast of Moores Mill, moving east at 45. So let's not get tunnel vision here. Let's focus on Jackson County, Franklin County, and Lincoln County too, because we've got folks up here who are worried about this. Possible large tornado right there. That's Plevna, right there at the end of that road. This circulation is moving out of northeastern Madison County into extreme northwestern Jackson County. And I know Jackson County is huge. We've got a huge landmass here covering Jackson County. If you are south of Skyline, this is not a warning for you. It is extreme northwest Jackson County near Plevna. If it takes you more than 30 minutes to drive to Scottsboro from northwest Jackson County, basically you're in this warning. Francisco is the community. It's one of the only communities up here in this part of the county that could be affected by it. Possible circulation right there. Extreme southern Lincoln County, extreme southern Franklin County, Tennessee, south of both Winchester and Fayetteville. This is southeast of Park City. The closest community to this would be Elora, Neal, and Mount Carmel. Let's go to Ben.
All right, we have now a tornado emergency, a large and extremely dangerous tornado near Meridianville, moving east at 55 miles per hour. This is a tornado emergency for northern Madison County and Meridianville. Take shelter immediately. This is from the National Weather Service chat.
All right, and we're looking at, I believe, is that Shane's live stream? Okay, that's Shane Hayes' live stream. You can see folks are pulled off the road, and that's one thing we recommend you do. Do not drive up Highway 231 from Huntsville to Meridianville. Don't drive south from Fayetteville right now. Let these storms get past. And what we're looking at there, the picture's a little bit grainy, but you can see that elevated base. And Shane, if you're listening to us on the radio, I think it's safe for you to start pulling a little farther north of that location now. But we don't want you driving all the way through until we know this is passed. I don't want to put you in harm's way. So if you want to get back on the road and start heading north and get a little better perspective on it, we can definitely see a rain-free base there. But the contrast is not very good. We do know that a tornado has been reported with this storm, so please take it very seriously. I want to switch over to Armour. Let's go to Armour because it'll give us a little update. That image from the Weather Service radar is a little bit old. That is an extremely tight rotation right over Meridianville. By the way, if you're in Harvest, threat is over for right now, but there's a tornado watch. We will get the counties up here for you soon. We have just kind of been hit all at one time. It's just like a punch to the gut right here early in the morning, but hit so early with these first rounds of storms, and this is not even the tip of the iceberg as to what could occur around the Tennessee Valley today. A moderate risk of severe weather is in place through tonight. This is a long-term event. We've gotten a lot of questions on Facebook and Twitter and on the station website about what time will the storms affect a particular community. This kind of thing is what you have to look out for, a warning. The watch is already in place. That means these storms are possible, but we need warnings. Pay attention to those warnings for specific community information, because that's what's going to tell you when you need to take cover and when you can come out of that shelter. Powerful tornado possible 1 mile north of Moores Mill. Based on live Armour radar, that little signature right there is where the last sweep of the low-level scan suggested there was a tornado there. This is moving northeast so fast, about 50 miles per hour toward Newmarket. If you're in Newmarket, I cannot stress enough, you need to be in a safe place immediately. Don't wait this thing out. Don't stand out on the front porch or the back porch looking at it. You're still looking at Shane Hayes' live stream down in the lower left-hand box. In the upper box, the bigger box, that is Armour radar from the Huntsville International Airport. There's no delay with that. We're watching that tornadic storm move right around Moores Mill toward Newmarket. If you are anywhere on the south end of Hazel, if you consider yourself to live in any of those three communities, if you say I'm from Hazel Green, I'm from Newmarket, or I'm from Moores Mill, that's where I live, you need to be in cover right now. That again, the look from Memorial Parkway north, a lot of cars are pulled off. We recommend pull off the parkway until this storm is completely clear. We don't know if there's debris on the ground in Mooresville or in Moores Mill or in Meridianville, but there's a chance that Memorial Parkway might not even be passable right now if a tornado did in fact cross the parkway. So Highway 231 north of Huntsville, the storm is passing east of there, but we still recommend anybody east of Highway 231 be in a safe place immediately. Southeast of Hazel Green, around Moores Mill and Newmarket. Those are the three communities of most concern. Switch to the northeast here. Let's go to far northwestern Jackson County and look at this storm too. We are working two separate thunderstorms. Both of them are north of Huntsville and Scottsboro right now, and that is also a very tight rotation. It's now out of Madison County, east of Plevna, into Jackson County, and this is going to stay south of Lincoln County. So even though Lincoln County is technically under the warning, the actual geography of Lincoln County is going to be north of the thunderstorm. The thunderstorm is passing south of you. It'll pass just a little south of Huntland and then come up here south of Winchester, about 10 miles south of Winchester, crossing over Franklin County, and then that'll move over toward Marion County, Tennessee, and then eventually wind up in the Chattanooga area. So we'll keep on watching this one. It's in a very rural area, though. We don't want to discount rural areas. If you are in northern Jackson County, northern and southern Franklin County, we need you to be hunkered down right now because it's a very powerful storm that's moving through. We will shift back southwest. We're just going to work these back and forth. And again, if you're listening to us on WDRM in Huntsville, the threat is only in the northern end of the Huntsville area. Places like Meridianville and Moores Mill and Newmarket are under the gun for that possible tornado. It's now shifted a bit east of US 231. Right there is the Executive Airport. This is pulling on to the northeast fast, so in Newmarket, you're under the gun within a matter of minutes. What we see here are two separate tornado warnings. Those purple lines are where we have tornado warnings. Red lines on this particular system will indicate where we have severe thunderstorm warnings, and there are no thunderstorm warnings in effect right now, but tornado warnings. So again, getting a lot of questions in. We'll try to answer some of these as we go along. One question by Twitter. I'm new to the area. Are sirens county-wide? Yes. In North Alabama, the majority of our sirens are county-wide. So if it goes off for one place, it's going to go off for everyone in that county. Sometimes when cities straddle county borders, you may hear sirens in one county that's not even a part of that tornado warning, but that's just a part of the process. The technology is getting better to allow for individual warnings for the polygons. And by the way, if you want specific warnings, we have a way to do that. There are mobile apps offered by WHNT. You can go to our website and find out all about that. You can also sign up for Safety Net, which is that new free program that's offered by Barron Services. We have a link to it on our website. We don't actually service that. That's something that's done by Barron Services. We're just helping them get the word out about it. It's free to residents of the state of Alabama. So if you have an Alabama address, it's free to you. So this is our possible tornado. It's right around Moores Mill. It's moving northeast toward Newmarket. It's going to be in Newmarket momentarily. Let's go back over to Armor Storm Vision, and let's take a Tennessee Valley-wide picture here and just do a reset to let everyone know where we stand. So in Florence, Muscle Shoals, Moulton, Russellville, we no longer have an immediate threat of strong storms. That's shifted up to the north of Huntsville. It's north of Morgan County. It's north of Marshall County, DeKalb County, and Jackson County. So if you are questioning whether or not you need to do something, if you have errands to run and you were south of, say, US 72 and west of I-65, you've got a little window of opportunity here before this next round of strong and severe storms moves in. Possible tornadoes on the ground, one moving through southern Franklin County, Tennessee, one moving through northeastern Madison County here in North Alabama. There is technically a tornado warning in Lincoln County, Tennessee, but we don't have a tornado that's anywhere near Fayetteville or Park City or especially anywhere north of Highway 64. It's extreme southeastern Franklin County, southwestern Franklin and southeastern parts of Lincoln, but now the storm seems to be a little past Lincoln County, and I believe the Weather Service will ultimately drop that warning for Lincoln County. But there you see possible tornado right there, and this is so close to the next rad. Let's use the scope on that and look at the velocity. I would imagine we can see this pretty well because we're looking from high top right into this area here, and there's a pretty good velocity couplet where we have the red and the green right next to each other. North of Francisco, and there you see the new sweep lines coming around. It's right there between Coptown, Beans Creek, Maxwell, and Three Forks. Close to Saw City, too. So in those communities in southern Franklin County, Tennessee, we need you to be in a safe place immediately. It's not affecting Winchester or Deckard, but it is south of there, south of U.S. Highway 64 in Franklin County, Tennessee. There's U.S. 64 coming out of Lincoln County. It runs up past Maxwell, up toward Winchester. So if you're between